Hey folks, I want to talk to you about the paper bridge project. So it's one that we do in engineering, usually at the beginning of the year and then first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. We do them all the quarters. It's just a fun thing to do, and I think it does a great job of helping you guys to learn these early engineering principles. So uh, let's just talk about it. So in this activity, you will work on your own design. So it's an individual project. You're building a fridge not a fridge. You're building a bridge that is at least 24 inches long and continue to maintain 1 inch above the table, which isn't much, but I mean, you'd be surprised how many people fail at that. So your constraints, or the rules, the things that limit you, are that you can only use the materials provided. The bridge must be at least 24 inches long. That's a good sized bridge, right? And the bridge must maintain a height of 1 inch above the table or whatever building surface. I mean, if you're at home, you might be building this on the kitchen table or the floor. I don't care. But it must be 1 inch above whatever you're building it on for the entire span. So the ends, the middle, the whole thing must be at least 1 inch above the table. So it can be more. It could be 2 or 3 or 1 1/4. It just has to be bigger than 1. The materials provided, cardstock. 1 sheet of cardstock. You don't get redos. You don't get glue, you don't get tape, you don't get staples, nothing to bind it together. No. You get 1 sheet of cardstock. That's it. You also don't have anything you have to put on top of it. You don't have anything to use as pillars except, you guessed it, the cardstock. You only get that sheet of cardstock, folks. You have to use that to create your pillars. Remember, you could have 1 or 2, just no more than 2, right? At most, 2 pillars. And that's it. That's all you get. You have to build a bridge. Not as hard as what you might think, though some of you might have a challenging time with it at the beginning, and some of you might not even create one that's functional at the beginning, and that's okay, that happens. But the hope is that as we do this throughout the year, you get better, right? That's the whole point in all of this, is to get better as we go, to be more creative, and to make something that's even better at the end of the year than at the beginning of the year. Let's scroll a little bit and let's see what procedures I want you to follow. So your procedures are, and if you're at home, a lot of this, I have to trust you to do it, right? But this is the whole point. So please actually follow these timelines. 5 minutes of brainstorming, such as you thinking, maybe doing some quick research. And yeah, of course, do a Google search. Now, don't make picture number 1, because I know all of you just go to Google Images. And that's helpful sometimes, but it's not an end-all, be-all, right? Now, maybe with 5 minutes, maybe it is the end. But anyway, you only get a couple of minutes. Do some research, write some stuff down, think about a little bit of what you want to create. Then you have 15 minutes, not long, to build this thing. 15 minutes to build it. That's including the time to take to cut out with all the scissors and the stuff. And remember, you only get the sheet of cardstock. 15 minutes. Sometimes I let it squeeze up to 20 in class. So there's that. And then you're done. That's it. Like at that point, the bridge is up and we test it. I'll come around with a tape measure. I'll measure it at home. You'll have to find a tape measure, or a sheet of paper is 11.5 inches. So you know if it's 2 sheets of paper, you're 23 inches. So you're almost there. You got to be longer than 2 sheets of paper, right? Yeah. And then I want you to answer this question down at the bottom. You see it? It's over here. Where's that? Right there. What changes would you make to this bridge? That's important, right? As we're going through this, I want you to keep thinking, what things do I need to change? What things could I improve upon? Well, what did, hers over there do that mine didn't do, which hers did way better? So what changes do I need to make so that it all, that I'm kind of stealing some of her ideas, stealing some of his ideas, stealing some internet stuff and putting it all together so I can get a really long bridge. That's the whole point in this. We want it to be longer each time. And I step up the requirements. 24 inches is the first time. It's not the end time. And, what was our record? Over 100 inches. So you guys have a ways to go. But this is the first project that we're going to be doing. If you have any questions, send me an email. If you're not one of my students and you're kind of curious how this all works and what records and stuff are, I can look it up officially if you ask. But leave that down in the comments below. And I hope all of you have a great day. Make sure to do things carefully and with enthusiasm. Bye.